now it's interesting. Psychologists are saying that there are far more uh, people who are neurodivergent than we realize, and that people who have PTSD, for example, may be considered neurodivergent. They may process information and stimuli differently.
Mm,
We say neurodivergency. Well, that's, someone who processes information and stimuli different than the quote norm,
right.
which I really believe in, neurotypical. But so, for example, someone with PTSD may have aversions to loud noises.
Hmm.
They want to be a place where they don't have to get loud noises. And now we're even, some psychologists even think that people who have depression and anxiety, that depression and anxiety can adjust how we process information. They can adjust what stimuli we like. If we're depressed, we may crave more sunlight, for example, or on the other hand, we may want less sunlight than we usually do.
Yeah.
So now instead of looking at the world, and this our sensory room is kind of based on this concept of neurodiversity. Traditionally, you had neurotypical people and then neurodivergent people, uh, those two categories. And now we're kind of working off the belief called neurodiversity, which is that everybody has their own unique sensory profile and preferences, like
Yeah.
fingerprints. And when you think about it, if we could all list our sensory preferences and sensory aversions. Many of us might like sunlight, might like watching the sunset, and that might be our favorite sensory experience. Others might like a foot massage as their favorite sensory experience. Some people may hate clicking noises that you make with fidget. Others love it, just love clicking noises.
Oh,
And
yeah, that
so
makes sense.
so our sensory room is kind of based on that we all have our own sensory preferences that help us focus or relax, so
Yeah.
to speak. And so now I'll quit blabbering and kind of show the room a little bit.
I just
One
want to let you know we're running short on time.